Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Big Ball Vlogs. I do reviews, comparison shopping, and everyday vlogging. So if you're interested in something like that, maybe some reviews from things from Amazon, some tech stuff that pops up every now and then, or you want to be alerted about an amazing deal, please consider subscribing to the channel. And maybe I'll post something in the community tab, and you'll get and click the notification button, and you'll get a get a little bing when I post something new. So today we're sitting at the table and we're looking at the Samsung Galaxy Tab A. I'm going to say 2019 because this is a new version. I just got this in the mail yesterday. I got it with the credits that I got for buying the Samsung Galaxy Note 10. And I wanted to really take a look at the tablets that they're coming out with. The last tablet that I owned, I actually went out and bought, was this. It's the Betamax of tablets. Is the BlackBerry Playbook. I mean, this was an amazing piece of hardware. It had dual speakers. It had a browser that I love because you didn't get those mobile websites when you use the browser on here. But it just really didn't have an app store. I mean, I have some games on here, and it's actually functional and it still works. I searched the web with it and played, Angry Birds and Jetpack, whatever his name was, Jake, all the time. But it's just something that people aren't really buying because there's BlackBerry's either dead or they don't kind of like fit in with everybody's iPhones and Google devices. So I thought I'd try a new tablet, and I thought I'd do a review on it. So let's get into the box. I've already kind of opened this box up, going through it. I powered it up, charged it up a little bit, put some applications on it just so I can show you what it can do without having to do a lot of on-screen setup. So I don't get a chance to use the fancy knife like most vloggers do. Back of the box, very generic white box. Back of the box just says Samsung Galaxy Tab A. It tells you what comes in the box, the contents. Also tells you that a little bit of the memory on here. So when you get to open it up, you're like, hey, it said it had 2 gigs of memory, but I can't find 2 gigs of memory. A little bit of that memory is used to run some of the applications that are already installed on it. And it runs off of Google Android, and it's got a little bit of, I guess, a couple of child packages on here for, I guess they call them kids modes. So let's get into the box and see what else we got here. So inside the box, I really did pack this back up so you can get the full unboxing effect of it. You have on top, you have the Samsung Galaxy Tab A in this little protective sleeve. Let me put that to the side for a second. And inside the box you have, let's see, you have a quick start guide, and you have terms and conditions and safety information, and then behind that you have a little card with a SIM card tool. Now you have a SIM card tool because this thing does have the ability to expand the memory. We'll get to that in a second. You also have a USB-C charging cord, sorry, and you have a wall adapter. So we're going to put those back in the box and put that to the side. And let's get the tablet out, and this is the Samsung Galaxy Tab A 2019. Very nice. I mean, it's solid. I mean, it doesn't feel like I've held some, every once in a while I wanted to go out and buy a tablet, or a couple times I wanted to go out and buy a tablet for my droning. And I decided not to do it because the inexpensive tablets were like, they really felt like, cheap pieces of plastic with very low resolution screens when I took a look at them at Best Buy. Like they have an Insignia tablet and they have some lower end tablets. So I just decided to pass on it. And I never really went over to check out the Samsung stuff because I had a phone that kind of could run everything, and some of these bigger phones are almost the size of tablets, so I really didn't think I really needed one. Plus, there was the fact that the tablets that I wanted to buy didn't have like a mobile network, so I'd have to tether it. Just a bunch of stuff that pushed me off from buying a tablet. So this is actually pretty nice. I like it. Feel of it, nice. It feels like it's got I don't know, some metal in there somewhere. I think this is a plastic back, but it definitely feels like it's got a metal bezel. It's heavy. It doesn't feel like it's hollow. Let's get it on real quick. It's already powered up actually. So this is the main screen. Hopefully that comes over. I'm trying not to get the halo light in there, so I got a little bit of an angle, but this is the main screen. I intentionally selected a backdrop that gave you some color and some contrast to see how it looks. You have, let's see if I click on this, and I'm already in something right now, so I'm going to go back out of that. You have a few applications that were already installed. One thing I did like about this is it came with, if I go over one, I think I got to go over one. No, let's go back. It came with a suite of Microsoft applications like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and then you have a couple others. You have Note, Skype, and OneDrive. And you have a game launcher, which was already on there, or maybe it was installed when I installed a couple games, just to show you how this thing works with games. Then you have files, gallery, camera, email, internet, basic, basic, what do you call it, Android default package. Inside the settings, let's go to the settings, let's scroll down a little bit. You have your basic Android quick select menu here, which gives you Wi-Fi, sound, Bluetooth, auto rotate, flashlight, and I think that, yep, there's a flash on the back of this, so it's got flashlight, airport mode, battery save, blue light filter, a daily board, which I'm not sure what that is. It's a secure folder, location, so that means this does have GPS, smart view, and then you got tablet visibility, do not disturb, and sync. Now, one thing I did notice is that it does not have an automatic brightness feature here, so you're going to have to adjust the brightness manually whenever you go indoors or outdoors. Let's go into the main settings menu. So in the main settings menu, you have your basic Android settings here. You got connections, sound, notifications, and I'm just going to tab through each one of these to see if there's anything different in each one or something that's missing from a phone. I'm pretty sure there's going to be something that's on my phone that's not here. Sounds, like I don't have a bunch of ringtones in here. Let's see what I got. Notifications. So actually you do. You have different sounds that you can select. Not bad. It seems like you got a bottom firing speaker here, just one. So sound may be, directional. If you're out in a loud area, you're probably gonna get that sound coming from the bottom. It's probably gonna be hard to hear. Almost dropped it. I don't see any other sound, but I do see that you do have an earphone jack on the top, so that should help you with listening to this in louder conditions. Notifications. Display, let's see what you got for display. You don't have an automatic brightness setting. You have what looks like outdoor mode, which is probably going to brighten it up. It does. You got the blue light filter, home screen layout, home screen icon frame, status bar. Let's see what happens if I go on the status bar. Status bar, recently, notifications, battery percentage. Okay, let's go back one. Anything here that I want to turn on? No, I think everything's good. Wallpapers, comes with a little basic wallpapers package. I did take a couple shots with the camera, so I just have this handkerchief below, so that's what that is up in the top left corner there. Advanced features, got the daily board, which is turned off. Let's turn that on to see what that may be. Games, multi-window, so you can multitask on this. You got palm to swipe. So palm to swipe is just like on a cell phone. It's a gesture mode, so if you want to take a screenshot, just swipe across the screen, it'll take it for you. You got easy mute, and easy mute, if that works the way of a phone, you just put your hand over the tablet somehow or on the tablet and it will mute any rings or alerts that it's doing at the time. Let's go back one. And then you got direct share, which means you can share content to specific people through maybe like a Bluetooth connection. You got device maintenance. This is something similar that's on the cell phone, which you can go on and check your battery status. You got how much memory you got. This is a 32 gigabyte version. I installed a couple games, so it's only 20 gigabytes free right now. Memory free is actually interesting because it says I only have 512 megabytes of the 2 gigs that are installed on this. So we're going to do a quick memory clean right here and see if that clears anything up. Should have at least 1 gigabyte. Like I said, if you buy any type of Samsung device, it's usually, it comes with 12 gigabytes, but you can only find 6. And 4, 2, and on and on and on. Alright, so we did a little bit of cleanup there, and now I got 1 gigabyte free. Okay, normal. And then you got a little bit of security application here, which is not turned on. I'm going to hit agree, and now you have the McAfee security protecting your tablet when you're browsing the web. Go back one more time, scroll down, apps, basic probably menu there, all your apps that are installed. Lock screen, you got the ability to change the clock style, the widgets, you can put your contact information on there just in case you leave it and it's locked. And app shortcuts, security, you got Google Protect, find my mobile device. I never really use that. I got to kind of get into learning how to use that. If you leave this somewhere, you should be able to locate. You should be able to locate it with your GPS, or if it's in a Wi-Fi network, it kind of pinpoints where it is. Install unknown apps. Yeah, just your basic security for apps package. Cloud storage and accounts. You can set up your Google accounts on this and your cloud storage accounts, and then Google settings. That will take you to the website, which I don't want to go to, which will take you to setting up your, like Google. Anything that you have that's a Google device that you sign into with your Google account, it's all synced. So anything I search for on here will come up when I search on my phone or on my desktop under my Google account name. Let's see, software updates. Let's check that. Software updates. I know I kind of went out and made sure that I had it, but I didn't actually see what it did. So yes, I have the latest, well, at least now I have the latest software that was installed on April 1st, 2019. So this is a 2019 version, or at least 2019 software. And you have the ability to schedule when you want new software to install. So let's go into the About Tablets tab. Status, serial number, Wi-Fi, blah blah blah, software information. Let's check that real quick. You're running Android 8.1.0, so that's interesting because I think when I looked online, it said it was running Android 7. So that means that the software running this, the Android, what do you call this? Yeah, I guess it's just Android software is upgradable maybe. So it's on 8.1 now. I know on phones it's about 9. So maybe they'll come up with a version for this that will be upgradable to 9 in the future. Let's just tap on version real quick and you'll see what version that is. That is Android Oreo. Okay, let's go back down. And developer options I don't really go into, but I do have them on. And I unlock them from time to time, and it allows you to do certain things. You might not want to get in here and play around too much if you're not an advanced user, because there are some things in there that might just kind of like make your tablet go a little bit wonky, or it'll be doing stuff that you don't expect it to do. Like one time I turned something on in here, and for some reason it would not open up my banking account, and because my banking account needed to do something in the background, and it was setting that I turned off applications in the background or something, and it wouldn't open up the application. But in here normally you can do stuff like turn the screen on or leave the screen on while it's plugged in. Leave the screen, have it stay awake so it doesn't time out on you. That's useful if you're like watching Netflix or something and you don't want to keep tapping the screen to keep it awake. All this other stuff, development options I really don't get into, like buffer sizes, and you have the ability to allow roaming and scanning, stuff like that. Don't really play with any of this stuff, and I know some guys go in here to like make this faster. They go into like what do they call it? Animations or something, and they slow it down or speed it up so that it works faster. I think it works fast enough. Everything scrolls relatively smoothly and fast. So with that said, let's go back into the main screen, and like we already went through the packages. So the first thing I wanted to show you guys is a lot of guys are wondering, like some people say, hey, can somebody asked me, can this thing play like DJI Go 4? I don't have a DJI device to try it. I should have loaded up my drones software to try it out, but I'll do that later. Maybe I'll use it with a drone and see if it works any better than using my phone. But playing games. So I've loaded up 4 games on this. I think I already started one of these. I think I loaded up this one called Gun War, and I didn't really know how to play it, so I shut it back down. Plus, I didn't have much time last night to get into it. But this is Gun War. Let's see how long it takes to load. I do have all the memory cleared out. Yeah, we got one side speaker sound here. Also, just a note, when you download games, it downloads the Samsung gaming tool, which gives you screen record. So if you want to use this where's the volume on this thing so I don't have to yell over it? So if you want to use this to record your games for your YouTube gaming channel, you can totally do so by clicking the record button and recording it. So let's go into the game. Click here to start. I'm not purchasing anything. I just want to get directly into the game. Click campaign. Okay, let's click the battle. I'm just following this thing as it tells me. Okay. And I don't know if this is the most advanced game, but it does have some pretty decent, I guess, graphics here. Let's see. This moves you around. This moves you to the next thing because it looks like they're shooting it and breaking them down. So, okay, I'm reloading. This probably isn't the... Oh, got a missile coming at me. Or maybe I shot a missile or something, I don't know. Alright, yeah, so it plays games. Like I said, I don't know if this is the most advanced game. I don't know how much power a lot of games use on Android devices. I know some of them are as good as the games you would get on a handheld device or tablet, on a console device. So games work, and I guess another thing that people will be using this for, of course, is maybe like a tablet for reading. That should be working if you load up like something like the Kindle application from Amazon. But another thing somebody else might want to use this for is Netflix. So I did load up Netflix on it to see if it would load and see if it would play. And this is the kids version of Netflix. So let's see, how long would it take to run any of these things? Let's see, learning songs. Let's click on one of those. I don't want to download anything, thank you, but no thank you. And so I don't get a copyright strike. I'm just going to see if it loads and I'm going to turn it off. There you go. Netflix ran in about, I don't know, what, 10 seconds. We're up and running. Let's go back to the main screen. So, yeah, oh, camera. Like I said, I opened it up just to see what the camera had on it. Decent camera, a little bit of a zoom. You have different modes here. You have, across the top, you have HDR, night, panorama, pro. Pro's not like cell phone pro. You just get the ability to change your ISO, exposure compensation, and white balance. You don't have the everything pro, like zoom and autofocus or manual focus. Continuous shot, which is not really continuous shot on phones. It's just like a burst shot. But if you hold down the button, it takes very slow shutter shots. Like, it's not like my phone to say. It takes like one every millisecond or something. I don't know. It's kind of slow, but it's a tablet. Sport mode, animated GIFs, and beauty mode. And you also have the ability to turn the camera around and take selfie shots with it. So let's go home. Let's go to the web browser here. Let's see if I even still have it open. Let's see. I have some stuff that I just, like I said, was playing with. Opened it up. Let's go here. This one, Samsung. I wanted to see what this actually was when I bought it, because I didn't know which one I got. And we're going to go to the Galaxy Tab A 32GB on the Samsung website here, just to give you a quick specs overview so that you know what you're getting when you buy this thing. Again, all I know about it right now is that it has 32 gigs of onboard storage and 2 gigs of RAM for applications. So we're going to scroll down, and I'm going to try to find 8-inch display. Like I said, it said Android 7 when I looked at it, but as we know now, it's got Android 8 on it. It's got the ability to drop in a memory card, an internal or external memory card. I think that's internal. You drop in a little SD card. And it's got Wi-Fi capability. We also know that it has GPS location settings. And I want to find the stats here, so give me 2 seconds. Let's see if we can find a quick stats. Here's some specs. Energy Star, kid friendly, Wi-Fi, Android 7. Let's look at all the specs here and just go through them real quickly. You get the basics, something that tells you what this thing can actually do. Front-facing camera, we have 5 megapixels. Rear-facing camera, we have 8 megapixels. You have 4 times zoom, optical zoom, or no, digital optical zoom. You have an f1.9 aperture on the rear, which should be pretty decent for low light shots. Anything under 2.8 is really, a fast, wide aperture. On the rear, you have the 2.2, which again, pretty good. Should be giving you decent low light shots, but not the best, but not totally unusable. Battery, you have a 5,000 milliamp battery, which is supposed to give you 153 hours of playtime, music playtime. Internet usage 15 hours, and video playtime 14 hours. Energy Star certified. As we already said, 2 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of ROM, which is the storage that's built into the tablet. It's a lot of memory that you can put. It might not be the biggest thing like my phone with 256 gigabytes, but it's enough to put a couple videos on there and take on vacation and some music. Bluetooth, all of the normal connections. You're using Bluetooth 4.2. Wi-Fi Direct. Your display is 1200 by 800 or 1280 by 800. Not bad. It's definitely HD. It's above 720. And because of the orientation, that's why you have the 1280 by 800. It's usually the size of the screen, how many pixels they can fit in it, that determines the maximum or minimum resolution. Main display 8 inches, and this is a TFT display. So yeah, it's not the darkest, blackest display that they have, but it works pretty good and it looks pretty good. So it's not an AMOLED display, but it works. Videos, and it comes with a charger, user manual, and we saw that earlier. So let's get out of that, go back to the main screen. So that's everything. That is the Samsung Galaxy Tab A 2019. So hopefully this information is enough for you to make a decision on whether or not you want to go out and buy it. It came in at $150 when I looked it up on Amazon, and about $150 you probably can get it for a better deal if you look around. But if you want to go over and buy it on Amazon, I am going to put a link to it in my Amazon affiliate link. So please consider going over and taking a look at it there, and maybe using your Amazon Prime account and buying it through my affiliate link. So hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'll get back to you soon. Talk to you later. Bye.